Awesome. Let's go.
Live on both. Live on both. Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is
What's
the two
up?
main men of the hour.
Two main men. It is Renee with my partner, the one and only John Borba.
Sir.
And this is Speaking Out Loud today. Borba, we have a special guest, man.
Yes, we do.
His name is Jacob Sanchez. Welcome, Jacob Sanchez. Jacob.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Jacob, congratulations. You just had a baby, and you are also engaged.
Yes, sir. That's great.
I feel love in the air.
Yeah, keep the mic close to you also.
Feel love in the air. Feel love in the air. Guys, welcome to Speaking Out Loud. Don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, hit the sign up button. It'll take you directly to our channel. If you're watching on YouTube, like the show today. This is week 6. It should be fun. There's a lot of interesting games today. We got some fun matchups. But before we get into the NFL talk, JB, let us know what the day is.
So, the drink of the day. We've been going hard these past couple weeks with the whiskey, so decided to tone it down a little bit.
Of the day.
And
Of the day. Tone it down. Disaronno.
Some Disaronno, baby. World's favorite Italian liquor. Oh, let's pop this bad boy open.
Pop it open.
It's got a nice, smooth, subtle taste. Jacob's already licking his lips.
Licking the chops.
Bro, it tastes like Dr. Pepper, bro. I just feel like it tastes like Dr.
Ooh,
Pepper.
ooh. It's just a drink, my friend. God damn.
I'm nervous. Today's a big day for Vikings.
Big
fans.
day in Minnesota, but we're in Roswell. But it's still a big day. For all the Philly fans, I'm sure y'all's butt cheeks are squeezed tight for today's game. I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but I heard Carson Wentz is looking a little fragile today. I don't want to jinx the guy. Let me knock on wood.
Ooh. Carson Wentz, baby. He's going to have a long day.
Looking fragile. Let's go ahead and try this. I'm sure we've all tried it. I'm sure a lot of people have tried this. But let's just put this over here just so everybody knows what's the drink of the day. Cheers, guys, to a wonderful week 6 in football. As we all know, that is beautiful taste. Beautiful taste.
Whew.
All right, man. So let's get right to it. Week 6 in the NFL. Bang, bang. Good weekend, right?
Great weekend.
Great weekend.
Starting to get good. Starting to heat up.
So let's get right to it. Our matchups of this week. What game, JB? What game you got just that stands out to you?
There's a couple, but I think a lot of people are going to say Chiefs-Texans. Texans are traveling to Arrowhead. But for me personally, just because I think it's going to be a great game. Vikings are hosting the Eagles today, and I'm excited about that one. It's going to be a good matchup. I think both teams are playoff contenders. Both teams think they can go all the way to a Super Bowl, and it's just they got to figure both sides still have to figure some things out. So today's could be one of those games where something clicks for one of those teams where they can start going on a run, So I expect that to be a good game.
Chiefs and Texans. That one's going to be very fun. It's going to be a shootout. Tyreek Hill is questionable. Game time decision, so we don't know exactly just yet if he's going to play.
Yeah.
But if he does, that makes the game a lot more fun.
For sure.
A lot more fun. Besides that one, I also agree with you. I think a lot of people are looking forward to the Eagles and the Vikings. Philly's traveling over to Minnesota. That's going to be fun too. That one's going to be fun. I also think you can't overlook the Browns and Seahawks. Seattle's traveling over to Cleveland, a desperate Cleveland team. Baker Mayfield's names are in all over the news, all over every sports show. And typically when that happens, the dude performs. So, and maybe it's ironic that the running game performs too after Baker Mayfield's all over the tabloids, but we'll find out today. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see what Odell Beckham can do. If you noticed the last game, they really were trying to force the ball into him.
Yeah, which is not their way to win.
Yeah, and Jarvis Landry did say
He's
that.
not their best offensive player.
I saw an interview with Jarvis Landry, and he said they got to get the ball to the playmakers. I know Odell's one of them, but you have key. What he said was get the ball to the playmakers. Doesn't mean one.
Yeah.
It means the whole damn team. So I'm interested to see what that game brings to us. Jacob, besides those three, do you see another one that just kind of pops out to you?
That 49ers and Rams game, man. I just
49ers.
been looking forward to that. I mean, without Todd Gurley, do the Rams actually stay with the running game? Do they just feed who was it, the rookie running back?
Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown.
What do the Rams have in store for today's game going against the undefeated team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. I mean, me personally, I don't think Todd Gurley has been 100%
No,
yet.
I don't think he has either.
I think everybody can tell that something's wrong compared to the performances that he's given us. So I don't think they miss him at all, to be honest. And I think they're a little bit hungry. I think that rookie running back might have a great game. I mean, it depends. You define a great game. Like, is he going to rush for 200 yards? Hell no, probably not. Not against that 49ers defense. But a really good game for him would probably be between 80 and 100 yards.
Yeah.
80 yards, one touchdown.
It's going to come down to how.
That's pretty good.
How do the Rams? How much of the Rams are going to be committed to the run game?
Well, let's touch on this game a little bit. So, do you think this game is going to come down to the play calling of Sean McVay, as far as sticking to the running game or the passing game?
Well, I think the thing about Sean McVay that a lot of people are starting to say is like, have people like started to figure him out, his play calling? Have people started to figure out what type of play caller he is? And I mean, you know that the NFL, like everybody, it's a copycat league. The NFL it's all about studying film. It's all about doing that kind of stuff. So, I think it's going to come down. Yeah, can Sean McVay stick to the run? But you know, because I feel like Jared Goff needs a run game to win the game, to have a really good performance actually. And I think this week, I feel like you need. Like throw him in there, 20 touches. Give him 20 touches this game. Be committed to the ground game. So that's what it's going to take to beat the 49ers. So I think you got to stick to the run this year. This today.
Well, I mean, let's not forget they're not chumps either. The 49ers. So it's not just going to be easy to just run the ball. I mean, Cleveland tried to do it, and granted, Cleveland got away from it really easy.
Yeah.
Which I think that's where they fell. But I mean, that's a different topic. But I mean, what's your take on that, man? Todd Gurley's not gonna play. So,
I mean, with him being out, I stick with Malcolm Brown. Like Borbo said, you give that man 20 touches this game to see what he can do with the rock. I mean, he has nothing to prove. Something to prove from nothing to prove. What am I talking about? He has something to prove. I mean, whether Todd Gurley comes back next week or he's out for a couple weeks with whatever's happening with him. Yeah. I mean, that running back just has something to prove.
Yeah,
we all know Jared Goff actually passed the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Todd Gurley being out, I mean, I would stick with it.
And I know you messed up by saying he's got nothing to prove, but he has no expectations.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of
If he has 50 yards, then we're just gonna say, okay, Todd Gurley didn't play. You know?
But if he
has $100, $100 yards, then you're gonna say, holy shit, this guy might be pretty good.
Yeah.
And to me, like I said, I don't think Todd Gurley. I mean, I don't think he's been 100% since the Super Bowl.
And I think that's why that could be part of his limited touches. Like, we don't want to get this guy hurt further. He's not feeling right. Our run game doesn't look right. But now that he's gone, it's kind of like a new perspective.
New mindset.
Like let's pound the ball. Let's take our time, because when Jared Goff has a good run game, he's a completely different quarterback.
Yeah.
So I think you got to go back
on Jared Goff, man. I talk a lot of shit about Kirk Cousins, about how much money he's got paid and not performing and so on. So, Jared Goff did just get paid, right? This offseason. I think one, if not the highest paid, but one of the highest paid.
Yeah.
I think he's the highest paid now, right?
He's the latest.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's up there. So we still haven't seen nothing great out of him since he's gotten paid. I mean, sure they have a good record. Yeah. This game, I think, dictates who wins that division. That's how big I think this game
Yeah,
is.
and this is a great game for the 49ers because they'll go what? They'll be 5-0, right?
Yeah, 5-0.
5-0. They'll have a game lead on the Rams, and man, because
And then the next time they play will be in San Francisco.
yeah, so that sets them up really good for the future. The only thing is, you got Seattle, which can be.
But Seattle's such a toss-up that you can't really predict what they're going to do because Seattle, for all we know, is going to go 8-8.
I mean,
I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that
Russell Wilson.
I mean, you just don't really know.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
their
a
best
dog.
wide receiver is Metcalf, right?
Well, Tyler Lockett, gadget receiver, he's making him
still
look
have-
really good, and Metcalf, he's still got a lot to work on, but all his physical character, all his physical traits, they've been showing every game. So that they don't really have like a great wide receiver yet, but I mean, it's still something to work with.
Let me ask you guys this: what is it going to take for San Francisco to win this game?
Good run game, Jimmy G. I expect him to have his best game of the season.
Amen.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Energy has to go off.
I think we're going to agree on that one.
I think we
All
all
of
got
us.
to agree on that. And then the defense.
In St. Louis,
St. Louis, get the run game going, and then everything else will follow. I feel like it starts with the run game. Then you can set up all the misdirection, all that stuff that McVay likes to call.
do you guys feel confident Jared Goff can win this game if the ball's in his hands?
No.
To end the game?
Yeah.
Like a game-winning drive?
Yeah.
No.
Who do you take, Jimmy G or Jared Goff?
Today I'm going Jimmy G.
Jimmy
Yes,
G.
sir.
Yeah, I'll take Jimmy G.
Amen. I take Jimmy G today. I have high hopes for him today. Let's jump in. One more game. I think it's going to be pretty hyped. Is that Monday Night Football game? There's a lot riding in that division. Lions going over to Green Bay. Would you guys agree with me as far as it being a pretty big game?
Yeah. Any divisional game like that.
Yeah. And these two guys are fighting for first place. Correct me if I'm wrong, JB.
I don't think so because of the tie. Because they can go 3-1-1. The Lions. Say they win, they go 3-1-1.
So would they be the leaders in that division?
No. I think it would still be.
Well, it depends if Minnesota wins, right?
Yeah.
Because Green Bay falls to 4-2.
They'll fall to 4-2.
You guys
but
are
then
3-2 right now, so you would go 4-2
yeah,
if you
but
guys
the
win.
Packers have the game lead over us right now, so I feel like
So the Lions would be number
first.
one because Lions would be have
that-
the head-to-head because it's a tie. It's not.
But they
a
don't
loss.
have 4 wins yet. I
They
don't
don't
know.
have 2 losses.
I don't know. We got to look at it.
The Lions would be in the lead of the division, which is a stacked division.
it's a tough
'Cause
division.
They're still Chicago,
Yeah.
who we still do not know who they are yet
No.
because we don't even know who their quarterback is, for one. And
Yeah.
2,
So the Raiders.
my mom's out there. If you guys heard that, my mom's here. But yeah, but we really don't know. That division's so tight. That's probably the best division that
I think it's
That's the best division in the
all
NFL
around.
right now.
Yeah.
you were so used, or maybe I'm being biased, but I'm so used to seeing the NFC East being so stacked.
It was.
Yeah,
The NFC used to be like that.
The
When you
NFC
had
East was
when you had the
stacked,
Giants
right?
rolling, that was always a good
yeah. They
game.
had Philly,
whoever,
and then
all those
Redskins
divisions.
was always a toss up. Redskins was
Redskins-
always the little sister.
Yeah, yeah. That's the Lions in our division.
yeah.
But look at them now.
Yeah, and it's all because Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
You
Matthew
can't ever count
Stafford
him out.
and the defense, and I think Matt Patricia has helped that entire team become more physical. Like you can't take them lightly at all.
I think the one thing you take out of that is the fact that the Packers defense is for real. No,
100%. Yeah.
I think they're for real.
I
don't think
like their
they're-
defense a lot.
I don't think they're
I think
100%
they're for real.
real.
They got 2 DBs.
Yeah.
Kevin King is going to play this week, so that's 2 solid DBs. Big play Slay is questionable.
Oh.
That hurts. That
The
hurts.
thing is, I think what people they thought last week, Packers don't have Devontae Adams. When you look at these dudes like Valdez, Packer receivers are like 6'5", bro.
They're solid,
receivers.
bro. But they never had to use them.
Yeah.
There was not a point in that game where you were thinking, "Holy shit,
and
he
I think
dropped the ball."
today they're gonna use them a little bit
Well,
more.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday. I think they're gonna use them a little bit.
I think they're going to have
It's
to.
gonna be harder to
because
get the ball, I feel like.
I think the Detroit Lions also showed they lost. I mean, they lost last week, or to the Chiefs before.
Yeah,
But I think they showed they can play some ball, man.
yeah, for sure.
The only downfall is that if the big play Slay's out, That hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, that
that's-
hurts,
yeah.
right? Because I don't think Devontae Adams is still questionable.
Yeah, I don't think.
And I honestly think if Big Play Slay don't play,
that opens up.
you don't play him. Just rest him one more week.
You think so?
Yeah, it's strategically just. I mean, Detroit's still legit because Devontae has a turf toe, right?
Yeah, and that can be.
You got to give it another week.
Yeah,
If you can,
a
you give it
turf toe
another
is an
week.
injury that could last all year.
Yeah, for sure. So if you have the opportunity to get rested for one more week, it's just like for Dallas this weekend. We got 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah,
But granted, I don't think Dallas can take that. I don't think Dallas can take that risk right now because if they lose this game, holy shit.
They lose this game, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, if they lose this game, holy shit.
Well, stay tuned, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
if they lose this game, holy shit. It might be time to hit that panic button. But they got Collins and Tyron Smith questionable today.
You see Tyron Smith.
I don't
left tackle.
think he's gonna play.
I mean, I would keep him out, honestly.
I would sit Smith out at least. I don't know about Collins though,
You can't take the
because you
Jets lightly.
can't hit
Cannot
left
take
and
the Jets
right.
lightly.
And then on the defensive end, as far as the Jets go, you have a team that has not given up 100 yards rushing yet, and the Jets haven't played. They don't play scrubs, man. And they get Sam Darnold back,
Which is
for
going to
sure.
boost that whole team's morale. They're going to be like, all right, let's get
Let's
a
go.
win today. Let's get
Let's
a
get
win today
in New
against the
York.
Dallas
In
Cowboys,
New
against
York,
America's team.
in New York at that.
Let's show them something.
The Apple.
This is going to be Le'Veon all day. Le'Veon.
Stop.
Not Zeke, Le'Veon.
J
All day.
Stop.
T S Jets. If I hear that shit today, I'm just gonna lose it, dude.
Turning off the TV.
Oh
man.
man! What sucks is I like low key like the Jets and the
Yeah.
Bills are like
They're-
low key my favorite like sucky teams.
Yeah.
Along with the Browns. Like those are like I always root for them because they're always like that team that's always playing someone to like knock them off the playoffs.
Yeah.
So and
You tend to root
Tyrod
for those
Taylor
teams.
was my boy. My cousin Marcos Jaime said if the Cowboys lose, is Garrett on the hot seat? Most definitely.
I feel like no.
Jerry is the only reason you say no is because Jerry Jones. So, am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, I think Jason Garrett's a long time past due to be fired.
I think a lot of people think that though.
Long time past.
I think a lot of people think that
And the only reason I think he's still head coach is because of Jerry Jones.
for sure
I know, I don't
because
know what it is.
Jason Garrett bends over, bro, and gives that
I mean,
a little
after
spanking,
every
bro.
play, Jason Garrett, what is this? RYFL, dude? Like,
I just
why is he
saw
clapping
him
after every bad
angry.
play?
The first time I've ever seen him angry when he threw that challenge flag with
Oh.
Amari Cooper.
And then it
That was
cost us.
yeah,
And it
right.
Like, what's the point?
Like, come on, bro, for
I don't know
real.
about all that.
And sometimes it's like, don't be mad at the ref, be mad at your damn team.
Yeah.
Hey, why weren't you in the defensive
Hold your
line's
players
face,
accountable.
bro?
Yeah, hold your players accountable. Get in their face, yank
Jones
them over there, grab them by the helmet.
Jones ran for plus 100, right? Almost 2. And I don't think a defensive line player felt the heat from Jason Garrett. He just like, all right, guys, let's pick it up. I like him, but I don't like him. Like, I guess I like him because he's our coach, so it's hard to be angry at
it's hard to
him.
hate your own coach.
But
Unless
at
it's
this-
really, really bad.
Yeah,
I
but
just don't like.
I've
at
hated
all.
it.
But at the same time, man, it's like, God damn. Like, I mean, they stripped the offensive line from him, 2 years ago?
Mhm. Yeah.
So that way
2-3
he
years
can
ago.
time manage.
Yeah, all that kind of
It's
stuff.
basically like
always an
so you can
excuse.
oversee so Jerry Jones
Yeah.
can still run the team. It's like let your goddamn son run.
Man, the next couple of years, I would just like to see Jerry Jones in the front office make Chris Richard the Dallas Cowboys head.
Yo, I don't mind
I think
that.
he's next in line.
Dude, because next year he's out, bro. Chris is out. He almost left this year.
He's going to
Yeah.
get a head coaching job.
The Dolphins offered him the job. Thank God he didn't take it. Because look what he'd be doing in Miami right now,
Yeah,
right? He'd
that's
be like,
awful.
Jesus Christ.
To
hate
steal
this team.
somebody like that from the Seahawks, I mean, you I would
guys-
say he's next.
And look, since he's came to Dallas, look at the turnaround that the DBs have. I mean, Dallas doesn't have like top 5 DBs. I mean, you can make the argument with Byron Jones last year,
collectively, though.
but yeah,
that's what
dude.
makes
Yeah.
what makes.
And he
defense
made the defensive coordinator look good. I mean, look better because he was on the chopping block for a second there too.
Mhm.
But is Jason Garrett on the hot seat? Most def.
I don't think
I don't think they
so.
make a scene out of it, but I think you start thinking Richards is coming in,
I don't think he's on the hot
and I
seat.
don't mind a defensive head coach, dude. Dallas hasn't had
He's
that
so
since
smart,
Bill
too.
Parcells, bro.
He's really smart with the DBs. I mean, he knows football. Look what he did.
Bill
with Seattle.
Parcells. That's the last time Dallas has had
Yeah.
a defensive-minded coach.
I like having as a Vikings fan, Mike Zimmer. I feel like if you have a defensive-minded coach, like, man, the way we set up our team, I'm getting off track a little bit about the Cowboys, but it's the way that we set up our team. We've been so strong defensively, and then pieces just fall together on offense. I don't know. Like, you guys have that
Honestly,
type of team where,
I mean, the only downfall for you guys right now is obviously the quarterback.
yeah,
right?
right now.
Other than that, like, you guys signed expectations. If you would have even met them halfway, that's a whole different squad.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they're doing it the right way. It's just unfortunate that you made a bad gamble,
Hey.
and sometimes that's how it plays out.
Works out.
My brother said they'll fire Garrett and hire Romo.
God.
Yeah.
Romo's a hell of a commentator, though, bro.
Yeah.
He needs
One
to
hell of a
stick to that
commentator.
job.
I wouldn't mind him as like a defensive coordinator.
I don't think he'd want to be a coach.
Nah, he's getting paid way too much. I think CBS is like, I honestly watch CBS
I think
games.
he enjoys
because
playing
of him
golf
sometimes.
and commentating
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
too
that
much
dude's a good
to give
golfer.
that up. Yeah, to give that up.
And,
So
and to be honest, like I said, I watch CBS games sometimes only to hear him commentate. Like, I think a lot of people do that now. Because I used to be like Fox all day, right? Troy Aikman
Yeah.
and Joe Buck all day. Joe Buck's probably one of the best. But
oh man, I don't know about them.
for Fox, bro, I like Joe Buck. Maybe it's
I'd rather listen to Charles
I mean,
Davis.
commentators, goats of all, the goat is Mark Jackson, TNT.
Oh,
basketball.
Hand down, man down.
Mama, call that man.
Mama, here comes that man.
He's probably my favorite. But
Anyways, let's get back on topic.
Enough about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Enough about them.
so but like we were on the Packers and Lions. So anyways,
Yeah,
Packers got two solid DBs with Kevin King coming back. I think you could sit Devontae Adams out. If big play Slay don't play, we're gonna have. I mean, Matthew Stafford's gonna have a one-on-one matchup with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is due for a big game. He's due, man. It's already
But
week
when's it
6 and we
gonna
haven't
happen?
seen
Yeah.
nothing.
When's it gonna
I think
happen?
against Dallas, what we saw from him was that he got away from pressure, created something out of nothing, and that's really what killed Dallas mainly. Because it's like, okay, you go all out on the run, and then action, and then you're about to get him, and boom, 30-yard pass, right? I'm not surprised if we see a big game out of Aaron Rodgers this
Yeah.
weekend.
You can just never count Aaron Rodgers out, man. I love Aaron Rodgers. That dude's a hell of a quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, what other topics are we going to be talking about today? I don't know. What are we fixing our mics a little bit? Something wrong with our mics?
Check.
Check. Are we a little too low?
No, it's not. It's Jacobs is a little soft here.
Oh, okay. Is it good?
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
I think it'll be all right. Let us know. Comment. See how we sound. Let us know how we sound. Might have had a little bit of technical difficulties, but anyways, let's get back to it.
Awesome. Let's jump right into it. All right, man. I want to play a little game with y'all. Over under. I want to get y'all's takes as far as you guys think that these questions are going to be over and under the amount of points or yards that I give you. Okay. Let's go right into that Chiefs and Texans game. If we get an over, make some noise. If we get an under, ooh, okay. All right, so Chiefs and Texans, the over-under on that game, the betting line is 55 points. Over-under. Borba, what you got? 55 points, Chiefs and Texans in Houston. Patrick Mahomes
That doesn't.
and Watson. Oh, it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
it's in
bad.
your head. I'm definitely going over. Yeah, I expect it to be shootout.
Yeah, 100% over.
Over?
Yeah.
And you got Patrick Mahomes. You got Deshaun Watson.
Got a Chiefs
MVP.
defense
Two
in Kansas
guys.
City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Two guys in the MVP race. It's gonna go over. Both of them want to show off their arms today.
Agreed. Over, baby. Same game. Passing yards. Over 600, under 600.
Over 600.
Easy.
I'd say close to 800.
Like, we're talking about 300 each quarterback, right?
I mean, or you could say like 401 and then like 250. Yeah, I'm saying definitely over 600.
600?
Over.
I'll probably have to go over as well. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes, and he just loves slinging that ball, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna go against you on that one. I'm gonna say under.
Boo.
Boo. I'm gonna say under only because I think they have more rushing yards than passing. I can see Deshaun Watson almost running for 100 today.
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
probably.
I'm not talking total yards. I'm talking about passing yards. And today, I think we can see a little more from both players as far as running the ball. No, disagree? Y'all hate me?
I disagree.
Well, we
Big
shall
time.
see.
We will. Deshaun Watson's going to sit in the pocket. He'll take a couple snaps that he'll run with, but
Carson Wentz is known to lose games when he throws more than 35 pass attempts. Will the Eagles stick to the running game? Attempts for Carson Wentz over under 35.
I'm going to say over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over, man, just because I'm pulling for the Vikings today. I hope the Vikings smash them.
I think I'm gonna go over because I'm expecting a big game out of Carson Wentz, which isn't always a good thing. When you overdo it, sometimes you lose it. I'm expecting them to get away from what their bread and butter is as far as last week goes and the week before. And he goes over.
Vikings can get him to stop. If we can stop their running game.
Over
Force Carson to throw.
over 35 attempts. Cool. Next one. Same game. Kirk Cousins over under on 1.5 touchdowns. You can't score 1.5, but is he going to have one or is he going to have more than one?
I'm actually gonna go over with this. I'm pulling for a good game from Kirk, man.
Thinking about it now, like I'll be happy if he gets one. So I'm just go under.
Under?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Believe in your quarterback, bro.
In
Believe
order
in your
for-
quarterback. Come on.
No, I need to believe in him.
In order for them to win, he's got to score 2. It doesn't matter who they go to. Dalvin Cook.
No, because last year he had a great game against the Eagles and only scored 1 touchdown, no picks. So I'll
That was last year.
That
man.
was-
Why you got to bring up the past?
hey, I'm just going what?
You sound like all the
How
Eagle
we
fans
preview-
now.
Hey, I'm just going on previous performances.
Yeah,
What can get it done?
Different teams. But
I feel like okay. Can I change my mind actually? Can I go over?
unless you
Touchdown
drink the
passes?
rest, unless you finish your glass, change my mind. Can I change my mind?
Kirk Cousins. Okay, fine. I'll stick to under, but he has potential to have a really big game because that Eagles secondary is banged up. They're out.
So Kirk Cousins is going to throw for 300 yards and 1 touchdown. That sounds terrible, right?
Ooh.
Okay, you're going to change your mind. Borba's going to change. Borba has the right to change his mind now. All right, Borba, let's start that over. Kirk Cousins, 1.5. You can't
I'm
score.
gonna go over.
1.5. Woohoo!
Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins has a
believe in that
career
quarterback
game.
of yours.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's go, Kirk Cousins. He's gonna say, who's Zach Brown? Zach Brown bad who?
You like that? You like that?
No, Zach Brown calling out Kirk Cousins, saying he's the weakest part of that Vikings offense. What have you done? Zach Brown?
What
You
have
got
you
16
done?
tackles. You played for 4 teams in 7 years.
4 teams in
8
7 years.
What?
And Kirk Cousins makes more money than you.
Yeah, Eddie's got more money than you. He's stealing every single dime bag out of Minnesota right now, and he's loving it.
You like
He's
that?
loving it. He's a
You
rookie
like that?
quarterback. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
I'll take
Man,
Kirk.
he said
I'm
300.
taking Kirk today. It clicks.
He said 350 yards and 3
Diggs.
touchdowns.
300.
Stephon Diggs has a huge game. Thielen, another big game. Dalvin Cook is going to eat him on the edges. Cook him up, chef.
Kevin Kelly, Kevin Kelly said, already had too much this morning. He had to change his mind. So you got to work when you change your mind. But Kirk, I don't know about 350, but I'm liking 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I don't think
350 from Kirk is.
if he can get the ball to
Hey,
White Boy, it's gonna be nice.
Kirk Cousins' record
It's
against
gonna be
the
nice.
Eagles is 5-3. 1-0 as a Viking, and he had a great game last year. I expect him to have another great game today.
The only thing that scares me is his record against a winning team.
today's a winning team. But they're
But-
playing at 11 o'clock. They're not playing at 2. They're not playing Sunday night. They're not playing Monday night. He's playing a regular
The
game.
regular game.
With 16, 14 other teams playing right now. No
Televised.
pressure.
Televised in our area
There's no
on
pressure.
Fox. All right, let's move into the next one. DeAndre Hopkins, 150 yards, over or under?
I'm going over.
Over. I'm going over.
I'm going over 2.
Over, baby. I'm expecting a big game out of him. We'll
Especially
touch
because
on that.
last week, I mean, he had 78 yards, 80
88
yards, something like
7
that.
receptions.
I mean,
Will Fuller
you
got
expect
all
The thing
him
is
to-
about
you-
that offense, anybody can pop off, man. They got playmakers.
I feel like I just contradicted myself, right? I said they're under on the 600 yards, but then I have DeAndre Hopkins catching over 100.
Well, you never know. Never know.
I don't know. You never know,
NFL's
man.
weird.
It's really weird.
Crazy. Next one, Zeke. Over under 100 yards against a let's go, baby.
Thank God you're not wearing your Zeke jersey.
Just feed him, man. Just feed him.
I'm going under.
I'm going over, man.
I'm going over.
You got to feed him.
Feed him. Done it, and that's
you
the
forget
bread
you're
and butter.
going up against what? I think Jets are 4th against the run right
Yeah,
now.
Jets have not given up a
4th
100-yard game.
They're
to
top
a
5
running back,
against the run.
but we got
Yeah.
a top
Fourth
5.
stack.
running
They haven't
Fourth
give up.
stack to throw.
They haven't give up a
back.
100-yard game,
God,
but today changes it.
we got a top 5 running back.
Well, you better act like it today, Zeke.
Lucky Charms, Cocoa Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast
Yeah,
Crunch.
we'll see who's going to be eating. Le'Veon or...
All right, let me ask y'all. Let's go just jump next to it then. Le'Veon Bell, 100 over or under.
I'm going to say this right now. If Le'Veon Bell gets over 100 yards, Cowboys win. I mean... Love it.
Yeah, Kevin Kelly, he had too much to drink.
I had too much. Look,
Kev, he had too much to drink, Kev.
If Le'Veon Bell, let me reword that. If Le'Veon Bell gets over 100, Jets take it today. Upset of the day.
All right, we're not there yet.
We're,
We're not.
Calm down.
talking
Hey,
about that. All I asked
calm
was
down.
run
Calm
more
down.
than
but it's
100.
going to lead to great things for the Jets, and it's
Okay.
going to help Sam Darnold. He's going to be able to have time in the pocket. He'll be able to make some throws. So I expect Le'Veon to have a good game today.
Le'Veon Bell is getting shut down.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going under, man.
Shut down.
I trust in our defensive coordinator, our defensive line.
Defensive line is just
And-
a little
and our-
bit more healthy,
Yeah,
and DeMarcus Lawrence hasn't had a big game. He's making all that money.
Oh God.
Another
I mean, I don't even want to touch
another
that
Kirk
subject.
Cousins
The Jets got
contract.
sacked, and the Jets gave up 10 sacks last week.
Yeah.
So somebody.
But they have Sam Darnold back. We'll touch on that in just a second. So Le'Veon Bell under, over, right? All right, 49ers and Rams. You got two really great defensive ends over there. Sacks, 3, over, under.
I'm going over.
I'm going over as well.
Over.
Yeah, Jared Goff can get sacked. He could fumble. He could do all that. I think Jared Goff gets sacked more than Jimmy Garoppolo today.
I like that. I think
Yeah.
I think the only way
I can agree with that 100%.
I'm a little wishy-washy only because I feel like both teams are going to try to run the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, but
I
What
agree.
if the
I
defense
agree
ain't
with you.
playing well?
I
What
agree
if it
with you.
turns
I
out
agree
into
with
a
you
shootout?
here. 49ers are going to have more sacks than the Rams, which is going to put them over 3. I think 49ers alone will have 3.
49ers comes out with that win, man. I'm pulling for the 49ers.
3-4.
We're not there yet either.
We're not there
We'll
yet.
get there.
but
We'll get there.
I mean, just jump in the train.
No, but yeah, I definitely see more noise coming out of San Francisco.
Mhm.
Cool, man. So let me ask y'all this performance of the day. I'll start it off.
Go ahead.
DeAndre Hopkins had only 88 yards, 7 receptions last week, which is a decent game, but not for a high-profile wide receiver like himself. Against a cheesy defense like the Chiefs, I think we expect 150-plus yards from DeAndre Hopkins, 1 or 2 touchdowns. I expect a big game out of this dude today. That is my performer of the day. JB, let me pass it to you, man. Who you got?
I'm gonna go for Keenan Allen. Going up against the Steelers, that secondary. Keenan Allen has been what they've been doing. They've been lining him up. He can line up on the outside, line up on the inside. I think most of his success today is going to come in the slot. And if you got him on fantasy, start him. He could be a wide receiver 1 today for sure. So I'd definitely go for Keenan Allen. He's going to be Philip Rivers' favorite target today, and I think most of his success today is going to come from the slot. He's going to he's going to abuse that.
Tough part about that one is Philip Rivers is just so up and down that it's hard to trust.
I know.
But they are playing a cheesy team though too.
I mean, they lost to the Broncos last week, but like I think, regardless, win or loss, I mean, I think Keenan Allen's going to have a good game.
Yeah. Only because they're playing a cheesy team.
I mean,
I've lost all hope for the Chargers. I think you got to start looking at the draft and getting a new quarterback. And maybe I'm putting too much heat on Philip Rivers, but it could definitely be a.
And you got the Raiders right there at 3-2.
Yeah, man. And Philip Rivers, he's just a hit and miss. He really is.
Well, I mean, one day he looks amazing, right? And then out of nowhere, it's like, what the hell? What
are we watching?
What happened? So cool. Good pick though. I like it. Who you got, Jacob?
I got Chris Carson from Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Just because from week 1 to week 6, he's averaging more yards than what he was at week 1. I think he's averaging like 4.4, 4.7.
Yeah, you take that any day, yeah?
Yeah, most definitely.
Great game last week too.
Yeah, and then I mean you're going against the Browns' mediocre defense. I wouldn't say they're the great against the running game or whatever, but I mean him averaging 4.4 to.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need.
Yeah.
Too.
The only thing about the Browns is because their defense is definitely top 10 statistically. The only thing that sucks about them is that it's hard to be good when you're on the field more than your offense.
And another thing to touch on, they played Monday night, so they have 1 day less to prepare for Seahawks. And it falls back like I've been saying all year long.
Seahawks and Browns.
Huh?
Seahawks and Browns?
Yeah, Browns. Browns played last Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they have 1 day less to prepare, and what I'm saying is that I've been saying it all year is that coaching staff. How good is that coaching staff? It's highly questionable, and I feel like you're going to see that today. A lot of missed assignments, a lot of missed gaps, a lot of broken tackles. Chris Carson, I agree with that. I think he's going to have a real good game.
I like it. If he has a big game, that is going to make.
I mean, I got the Seahawks winning that game. Either way, he has a big game or he don't.
Downward spiral for the Browns.
What?
Yep. For sure.
I don't know, man.
For sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that one.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope you're not going for the Browns today.
We don't know who I'm going for. We do not know who we're going for.
Did Baker wake up feeling dangerous, or?
Oh my God. I think he did, man. I think he did. I feel great.
Next topic.
I feel great.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that because
I don't want to hear it.
Who do you guys think is going to have a terrible performance today? Terrible performance. Oh, Jesus, sounds like you guys think the Browns are.
Oh, yeah.
Just the Browns offense in general.
Just you have all those weapons, man, and I just feel like they can't figure it out. You got Jarvis Landry, you got Odell Beckham, you got Nick Chubb, you got Baker Mayfield, Heisman winning trophy winner, and he just
it's like a Matt Ryan situation over there.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you're so loaded, but yet you can't.
The thing is,
you just can't perform.
I think it comes around to Baker's coaching. He just
doesn't have.
He's regressed this year, and there's a reason why. And I think half of that's got to do with the coaching. So that's my take on that. But as far as who's going to have a bad game today, oh man, who's going to have a bad game? You know what? I think.
Bold prediction.
We didn't threw that at us.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Just a bold prediction, not necessarily
a bold prediction. Happen. Like who's going to have a bad game?
Let me ask you, not who's going to have a bad game. What's your upset? Like who you pulling for today that just upsets
so we're
someone?
Into the upset.
Not necessarily it's going to happen.
Just a huge upset.
But just what upset do you look at and say, this, damn?
Well, I kind of touched it already. I think the upset of the day is going to be Jets over Cowboys. Man, whoa. Hold up. Whoa.
That's a touchy subject.
Uncharted territory.
Hold up.
Yeah, I said it. I feel like Sam Darnold's going to lift that whole team's morale. It's a new team. They feel like it's time for them to go on a run. You got Jamal Adams. Like when you take the 10 best players that are going to be on the field, it's pretty even. I mean, you got Jamal Adams, which could be the best player on the field.
You know where he came from, right? LSU.
Yeah.
That's why he's a bad man.
Zeke, Jamal Adams. You got Leonard Williams. Solid defense, dude.
Yeah, they got their linebacker back, right? Today, off suspension.
I don't know.
PEDs. I forgot his name.
I don't know. But
taking
you
drugs,
got
so he's probably a little bit better.
You got CJ Mosley. I mean, you can argue like top 10 players on each side. And also, I know Leighton Vander Esch, he was questionable with an illness or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's been out all week. I think he returned to practice on Friday. I believe
he's playing.
You think he'll play? Okay.
He's playing.
It's just that I think if they can stop the run, force Dak to pass, and with their linemen, Tyron Smith's probably not going to play. I think if they can get pressure on him, force Cowboys to be sort of one-dimensional, that's their best chance of winning. Is it going to happen?
All right, enough of the bullshit, man.
I don't know.
Jacob, who's your upset of the day? Just a quick. Let me just give y'all a quick update, real quick. Carolina is up to 34-18 against the Buccaneers. It looks like Christian McCaffrey is yet having another wonderful game to set himself up for MVP, which we talked about on Friday. But yeah, quick update. So, anyways, go ahead, Jacob.
I'm gonna have to pull for the Jags, man, against the Saints. I feel like Leonard Fournette just has a game against a Saints defense. I mean,
Jags are at home. Jalen Ramsey is a game time decision.
Will he play?
With or without him, you still think they win?
Yes. That's who I'm pulling for the Jags. I mean, I like the Saints. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I respect that team. They're with what they've done without Drew is remarkably amazing.
Oh my God, I think you guys make it.
No. I'm not saying Teddy Bridgewater.
See, everybody's all over me. I've seen that all week though, like talking about like how they. It's just wins.
You don't
There's
expect.
a difference when you win and you dominate. Like,
okay, that makes sense.
I mean,
their defense is.
Drew has been out for.
Lattimore is balling, bro.
He's been out for 4 weeks. Maybe he comes back within the next 2 weeks or whatever. But Teddy Bridgewater, man, he had big shoes to fill, and he's doing just that.
I don't even feel like Drew Brees is gone.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't either. That offense is just clicking. I told a couple Saints fans, you're gonna have to rely on your defense. I mean, you got a tough 6 games without Drew.
Has Lattimore lived up to the hype or what? Questions. There's a lot of questions around him as far as like he only performs when he plays big time.
Well, I mean, and what has he done the last 2 weeks? He's played Amari Cooper, Mike Evans.
What do you think today?
So imagine DJ Chark is your best receiver for the Jaguars.
They're talking a lot of noise though.
Marshawn Lattimore shut that. I don't think he's good.
Okay,
I think he's
okay. Let me ask you guys this.
No, he's in a rhythm.
Let me ask you guys this right here. Okay, do you take that matchup against Lattimore, or do you take Jalen Ramsey if he plays against Michael Thomas? Yeah.
I don't know, man. Michael Thomas is a bad guy.
Yeah,
that dude.
Jalen Ramsey ain't no scrub.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
That's probably best DB, healthy.
Yeah,
but you have them going up. That's a better matchup overall because DJ, he's a young receiver. He's starting to make plays.
He's gonna get ate up, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna get ate up.
I don't think he has a good game, but the thing with Michael Thomas is he's got such a huge catch radius. Like it's hard for any corner to defend that. Really, a corner can only do so much. When he's all over him, you see the type of throws that these quarterbacks can make now. And Teddy Bridgewater, last week you started to see that Teddy Bridgewater was throwing the ball with DBs draped on Michael Thomas's back, and he was still coming down with the catch. I mean, how good. How good of a corner do you got to be to stop that? So I expect it to go back and forth.
They got some chemistry out there in New Orleans.
Man. They do, man.
Yeah,
4-on-1
and Teddy Bridgewater. Yeah. They're connected.
And that's
scary.
Now that
Teddy
Bridgewater is 2-0 as a starter, 3-0. I mean, 2-0, 2 or 3. Yeah.
What I love about it is dude is getting a contract next year.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Every Minnesota fan's like pissed right now.
And then you look at it.
Should have kept him.
Will Teddy Bridgewater do the Saints like Nick Foles whenever Carson Wentz got hurt? Does Drew Brees
man.
come back I mean,
It's too early to do that swap, though.
yeah, no, obviously it's too early, but I mean, down the road, if Drew Brees gets hurt, just for some odd experience or whatever, does Teddy Bridgewater step in that role?
Oh my god!
And do what Nick what Nick Foles did.
God!
For
I didn't even thought about that.
For the Eagles.
The only reason I say no is because expectations are different at that point. Like right now,
bro.
no,
I've seen Teddy play
bro,
one
think about
game against the stacked Seattle Seahawks and to lead us down the field in negative 6-degree weather for Blair Walsh to miss a 25-yard field goal. Teddy Bridgewater made every throw. He literally, the score was 9-10 with like a minute something left in the game.
Yeah.
For Teddy Bridgewater to take, that's when I knew that is my quarterback.
But
he's not my quarterback anymore.
I mean,
he's not a scrub, bro.
He's definitely
he's
not
got
a
the clutch gene.
But
Nobody
the thing about it is the game is full of runs, right? And right now he's making a run.
Teddy Bridgewater is going to go undefeated until Drew Brees comes back. That's my.
I can actually agree with that.
Which makes the Saints.
But you got an upset in
favorite.
Jacksonville. No, the Saints are actually not the favorite today.
I don't care.
And actually,
I'm saying if he goes Vegas, they're not the favorite.
I'm saying if he goes undefeated,
which is why that's probably the best bet of the weekend. Earl Robinson, if you're listening, man, push that bet in for us.
Push that.
And I kind of contradicted myself because I said Leonard Fournette is going to have a good game and the Jaguars are going to upset. But at the same time,
like you said, that was a bold prediction as far as
that's a great pick.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Both prediction though.
He could easily go undefeated as a starter until Drew Brees gets back. And they're playing, I think, and if he can do that without Drew Brees, if the Saints can do that without Drew Brees, like obviously they're the NFC favorites.
Yeah.
To go to the NFC Championship at least, you know.
My only thing is that, like you said, if Drew Brees comes back, gets hurt again, will he be able to do the same thing? We don't know, bro, because expectations are different at that point. Like you're in a higher platform because now, but listen, hear me out.
Okay, I got you.
Teddy Bridgewater right now, a lot of people are saying get us 3-3, right? Win us 2 or 3 games. Yeah. Win us 1, if anything, right? Those were the expectations going into this. Now, Jesus Christ, we're talking about Nick Foles taking the team to the Super Bowl. Your expectations are completely different. Let's say Drew Brees goes down week 16, right? Do you think every New Orleans Saints fan wakes up in the morning and says, I got Teddy Bridgewater on my back. We're going to win the Super Bowl still.
I mean, you never know.
Hell no.
Hell no. Quick question, though.
But
did those Eagles fans last year do that?
Yeah.
It sure did.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee. No, but that's different because the year before, he took them to win the Super Bowl. But he went on a hell of a run. He went on a run that you don't typically.
Okay,
so you're telling me
when Carson Wentz got hurt, were Eagles fans like, oh, we got Nick Foles, we're still gonna win the Super Bowl? I bet.
No, they were probably like, man, every Cowboy fan's gonna be talking shit. Blah, blah.
Okay, so you're telling me Nick Foles just went on a run, right? Teddy Bridgewater right now is on a run.
He's on a run.
Can he go on a
twice though?
But
he can do it again
on a different expectation. Nick Foles made a run on 0 expectations. Nobody thought he was going to do that shit. Everybody thought they were going to lose first round.
I don't know, man. I think Teddy Bridgewater
next year, Nick Foles comes in. Do you think, like how you said, do you think every Philly fan woke up in the morning and said, "Hell yeah"? No, hell no. They were like, "Okay, I hope Carson." And honestly, Carson Wentz was healthy in the playoffs. They want to come play. Because I think I feel like the Philly organization thought that they could help him, that he would do the same thing, but. No, it's a run, bro. He made a run. That's why you see a bunch of rookie quarterbacks that have great years.
Teddy Bridgewater can make that same run.
He's doing it now. The thing is that when your expectations are higher, when there's more film against you, shit just tends to fold, and that's how it works. You see a lot of rookie quarterbacks do the same thing, right? Have an amazing year, and then come back sophomore year, and they call it the sophomore slump, right? And they're ass. And it's just because they
Teddy Bridgewater's never had a sophomore slump. He's never had any slump.
Look at Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he had 50 touchdowns last year.
Patrick Mahomes is different. Patrick Mahomes is still.
But he was a rookie, right?
Different breed, bro. We're talking about guys who are average.
See, the thing is, Drew Brees last year, his stats, his throwing stats, all that fell off dramatically towards the end of the year for the Saints last year.
Yeah.
So like. You know, even if they do have Drew Brees, like what You know, he's up
Drew
there.
Brees is
He's
one
up
shitty
there.
play call away from a Super Bowl.
Hey,
It doesn't matter what the stats were. They won that. I mean, they lost the game, right? Everybody in the world knows that was a shitty call.
Who
bro.
threw the pick to end the game to give the Rams the chance to win the game? Yeah.
After a shitty call like that, man, like momentum is just shut down. Like
You got
It's
Drew
just
Brees on your
so
side.
many ways.
You got Drew Brees on your side,
the
though.
point is, though, I don't think you wake up in the morning on going into the playoffs saying, "Okay, Teddy Bridgewater is going to win a Super Bowl." He's good. I'm not saying he's shitty. He's on a run. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
It comes week 15, week 16.
But if he gets hurt again,
And something just happens to Drew Brees out of nowhere. He fucking gets sacked or whatever. Excuse my language, but I mean, Drew Brees gets hurt. I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan, and like I said, I like the Saints. That organization, Sean Payton, Drew Brees, they have a special connection. But being a Cowboys fan and liking the Saints, I could actually say, you know what, week 15, we got Teddy Bridgewater back there,
Yeah.
and I ride that,
I
way
would ride that out full
just
confidence.
because of what he's done for me in the past. I want him to do the same thing right now. Prove us that,
And he's done it with another team.
yeah, but bro, I just think
We didn't make a field goal.
expectations are way different. The platform is so much higher.
Teddy Bridgewater can perform on
I
this
don't
high
think he's a
expectations.
scrub. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not. If you're a Saints fan, I don't think you're gonna wake up and be like,
That was the
"Damn, we're gonna get swamped today."
year after
I think it's like
they
okay,
run the ball at the 1 yard line, and the Seahawks still had a stacked defense. And Teddy Bridgewater proved what he can. Yeah, he can do it. I believe in that, especially when you have such a good team around.
Blair Walsh cost of the game, right? That's
You can say arguably that the Saints have a better team than the Seahawks. I mean, than the Eagles did 2 years ago when Nick Foles led them. I mean,
I don't know.
they're
I would-
playing on
I would
that.
argue
Besides
that.
Michael Thomas, though, you New
Alvin
Orleans is
Kamara,
still
they have
looking. No, but I'm
better-
talking about wide receiving core. They're still looking for the same thing they were looking for last year when they got Dez. They were looking for that second wide receiver that can make some noise. When you shut down Michael Thomas, which I won't be. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised today. I'm rooting Saints. I got my bet on him. But if Jalen Ramsey plays and he gets shut out, I mean, what's the question, right? Let's say Teddy Bridgewater has a shit
That's
game,
fair.
right? Is your take going to be the same in the morning than it is right now about all this
That
confidence?
could be true.
I mean,
You know what I mean? We're riding on a high. It's just like
I mean,
Cowboys
he's
fans, man.
arguably the best.
We were
backup
high
quarterback,
on emotions. We dominated 3 shitty teams, blah, blah, right? Dak Prescott, so on and so forth. Same shit. Different quarterback. Right? Expectations are a little bit higher when you get to the playoffs, which is why people write Tony Romo all the time, right? He put up all these numbers and like, Peyton Manning, same shit. I mean, but Peyton Manning's a Super Bowl champ, but still, he should probably have more. But big brother Tom Brady said, no. But Ted Bridgewater,
is, there's only-
Drew Brees gets hurt. I'm not waking up in the morning saying, damn, we're going to get murdered. I'm going to wake up and say, okay, we have a chance to win today.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
it, though.
They still have a chance. If Teddy Bridgewater happens to play in the playoffs, they still
You have a chance
make
to
run.
win, but you're not saying, okay, I'm going to put a G on this.
No.
no,
You don't
definitely
do that
not.
in any-
you don't do
that in any game in the
I won't even do that with my quarterback.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I
I'm just
wouldn't
saying.
do that with your quarterback either.
All right,
Come on,
bets-
look
our
at-
bets-
look-
our
look-
bets-
look at your
our-
quarterback. Look at
our
your
bets in
quarterback.
the morning would
I'm
say,
saying both of
our bets in the morning would probably be like, all right, $10 this morning. But I'm just saying, you're not going to wake up in the morning and say, $20 bet. If you're Drew Brees, I mean, if you're Teddy Bridgewater, or if you're the New Orleans Saints, you know what I mean? Because you're going to say he's going to give us a chance to win, and then that's it, right? Cool, man. Enough on that. Let's get right. Let's get to it, man. Let's give these people our predictions. Let me give you guys an update real quick on the Carolina game. Carolina looks like they are going to win this game. 8 minutes left, 37-18, and they are driving down. About to kick a field goal, so
Yeah, and
that game's
when the playoff race comes into mind, Christian McCaffrey. This is why I don't think he should be MVP. His stats have gone up down all season, and today he's got 32 yards,
2 touchdowns,
1 touchdown,
2.
1 receiving. Oh, he's got 1 receiving.
How
but
many receiving
How many yards does he have?
26 receiving yards,
And how many
32 rushing yards.
and they're up,
That's Christian McCaffrey.
and they have 37 points,
He just rested for what 200 plus last week.
and they
No, like 180 or something.
and they scored 37 points.
Today? Yeah, today.
So-
But I don't know. I feel like you have to have.
Why do you think they
great
scored
stats
37
all around.
points though?
I mean, any back can have one running touchdown and one receiving touchdown. Like he didn't do anything today. 32 yards, 25 receiving yards. Like, okay, is that MVP stats?
You guys see the highlights.
Is that yeah? Let me see the stats of his 5-yard touchdown catch.
It was actually 20
What?
20-yard. But
I mean,
whatever.
coming from a-
Dalvin Cook can do that. If you got to put Christian McCaffrey
You gotta go
MVP,
back to Dalvin Cook
Because
not
he's
gonna
an
win
MVP candidate.
though, man. He's not gonna win MVP.
I know, but neither is Christian McCaffrey. Everybody's saying
I just like maybe his name's a little bit harder. And,
I don't know, man. I like Christian
He's on a
McCaffrey.
shittier team.
I like. Well, yeah, I'm not saying but I'm saying if you have Christian McCaffrey as MVP, you got to throw Dalvin Cook in there also.
Agreed. Conversation, not.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
people-
Okay. Let's
I'll
get
for it all
let me get
week.
into y'all's
It's
predictions.
Christian
You
McCaffrey.
guys already made some predictions. He's the only one to save them. But
No, only one.
all right, so I'm just gonna say the Panthers are gonna beat the Bucks this morning.
That's so surprising.
All right, so let's go. The stupid bowl, Redskins and Dolphins. Is that even worth the prediction? Let's not waste too much
Yes.
time on that.
It is.
Go ahead. Who's the worst team?
Dolphins. Redskins get the first win.
I just hope Josh Rosen goes off.
Yeah.
Just eats them. The Redskins suck so bad.
So bad.
They're-
What are they? 0-5.
Adrian Peterson.
They're both undefeated.
Bold prediction. Adrian Peterson, 200 yards rushing today.
Stop.
So many bold predictions in one segment. All right, so you got the Dolphins. You got the Redskins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. They're at
Yeah,
home.
I'm going Dolphins as well.
Even though they're
Hey,
tanking.
if he gets 200 yards, you better clip this segment.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Yeah. AP.
Imagine.
39 years old.
Imagine 200 yards.
These are our 11 o'clock games. Let's go Vikings and Eagles.
Vikings, man.
Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings. You got a score prediction on this one? I'm going 27-20 Minnesota.
That's really close. I feel like I'm gonna go 27-20. I don't know. I feel like the Vikings actually put up 35. Actually, I feel like 35-28. I feel like 35-28 will be my prediction.
Warm up. Who we got today?
We're going. Vikings all day, baby. You already know. We're gonna.
Give us the score prediction
Hey,
on this.
I'm gonna go 31. I'm gonna go 31-27. Vikings win.
Player of the game.
Player of the game. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna say Dalvin Cook has a good game. Starts eating on the ground. We passed the ball to set up the run. Dalvin Cook's gonna get a lot of touches that are going on the edge. That's the formula to win. Get him on the edge in our zone run. Get those zone runs going. Don't run right up the middle because the Eagles are gonna try to line Fletcher Cox up over our center, Garrett Bradbury. They want to win that matchup. So do not run the ball up the middle. Do not run the ball. If we can run the ball side to side, maybe every now and then hit them up the middle, but keep them honest on the sides, on the perimeter game. Kirk Cousins do his thing in the air. We get a dub.
I think the DBs are too beat up in Philadelphia. Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs have a good game.
Yeah, I'm going to Adam Thielen, man. I love that guy. I don't know why, but
He's just a
Because
baller,
he's
bro.
white and stud.
Imagine having
There's
Adam
just so
Thielen
much
and,
to say
Christian
about him.
McCaffrey, on your team at the same time.
there's just so much to say about Adam Thielen. It's ridiculous.
So undrafted, came on,
Yeah, he gets
made a spot on
he
the
gets me
roster.
home. He's-
I expect Adam Thielen will have a decent game, but I expect Stephon Diggs to finally
like you
have a
touched
good
on
game.
Friday though, as long as you protect.
Yeah, we have
Kirk
to
Cousins.
protect Kirk Cousins this game. If we can protect him,
I just think that Philly's DBs just aren't up to par, considering the injuries with Minnesota, and they're in Minnesota. I'm taking that. It's 11 o'clock. I like it. Let's go Chiefs and Texans. Houston's going over to Kansas City. It's a little bit colder. It's 11 o'clock. We are still at a game time decision with Tyreek Hill.
Oh, man.
What you got?
Well, Friday I mentioned that if Deshaun Watson can win this game, this
MVP talk.
catapults him into like
MVP chatter.
possibly winning the MVP. So far, right
It's
now,
too early.
At least right now.
MVP chatter.
So I'm going to stick to that. I think Deshaun Watson outperforms Patrick Mahomes today. Gets a
Score
dub
prediction.
in Arrowhead.
Man, if
He
he wins
catapults his
that.
MVP chances today.
That's gonna be wild, man. I'm pulling for the Chiefs. I really am.
Chiefs.
But then again, like Borba said, you got Deshaun Watson, you got D Hop, you got Will Fuller. I mean, that's touchy.
I will say that I feel like Deshaun
Go ahead.
Watson was a Patrick Mahomes before Patrick Mahomes became Patrick Mahomes, if that makes any sense. The year before, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson's rookie season,
better.
right? No, but Deshaun Watson's rookie season lights up Pete Carroll's defense, 400-something yards. We're watching all this as a rookie, and he came in, had some amazing numbers. Like he was putting up Patrick Mahomes numbers a year before Patrick Mahomes was. So I feel like if Patrick Mahomes wasn't in the league, we'd be all super hyped about Deshaun Watson. And what now you see that trade starting to pay off. Last week, Deshaun Watson didn't get sacked one time. So if he can stay clean in the pocket today, bro, yeah, Deshaun Watson, baby.
I got Houston. I don't know if you consider it an upset,
I don't think so.
but I
I think
Houston.
they could see each other get in the play.
I got Houston. Both teams in the 30s, 38-30. Houston,
Okay.
38-30.
What's your score?
I don't know. It's gonna be a shootout for sure, man.
Watch me low scoring like
Top 19 to
17 to 14.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that'd be wild.
The only reason I would be disappointed is because the Chiefs' defense is ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Houston.
I just feel like the difference is going to be which defense can make that one turnover, that big stop. And I feel like J.J. Watt can make it.
You guys can give me a score on this one. Saints Jags.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I got the Saints over the Jaguars. I like the bet. The Jaguars are actually the favorites. The Saints are sitting at a plus 125. So if you got $10 to bet it. You win what, $12.50 or something like that. I'd do it.
I think today I'd definitely go Saints.
I just think Michael Thomas is too much today.
Can't guard Mike.
If Jalen Ramsey does not play, Saints just take this game easy.
I want there to be Minshew magic, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
It'd be cool.
I think it's going to be a close game.
For the love of football, you want to see the mustache.
I'm gonna say 27-17. Saints pull off a dub.
I might have to go probably. Damn, I don't know. I got the Jaguars winning, but what'd you say you had them going?
27-17. Saints. For me.
By 10, huh? I don't know. I might have to go. I don't think the Jags could put up more than fucking 28, but fuck. I don't know.
Excuse his language.
Yeah, I don't know. I really couldn't give you
live.
Can't beep it. But.
So,
Excuse my language.
I think if the Jags win, it would be a super close game. And I
Oh,
think
for
it's
sure.
going to be a lower scoring
For
game
sure.
than Jackson.
For sure.
I say like 21-20 or something like that.
Let's jump on this. This one's fun. I think I know y'all's answer. Seattle going over to Cleveland. Quick take. What do you got, JB?
I'm going Seattle. I think the ground game is just going to just dominate the Browns. I think that run game, Russell Wilson's going to improvise, make some good plays. I feel like they win 31-17.
And I'm actually going to go 30. I'm actually going to go 35-17, man. I feel like Seattle just has a good game. Russell Wilson has a good game. Chris Carson has a good game.
Continue MVP talks for Russell Wilson.
I feel like the Browns just need to figure it out. I mean, like I said previous in this podcast, you got Jarvis Landry, you got Odell Beckham, you got Nick Chubb, you got Baker Mayfield. What's next for them? What's going on?
Yeah.
You put Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, you put Nick Chubb with a higher rating team as far as the Saints, the Seahawks, or a good offensive powering team, that offense is clicking. I just don't know what's going on with them.
Does that put Freddie Kitchens on the hot seat?
Does it? I mean, I feel like I feel like he's on it.
I feel like this was the end.
Yeah, I feel like this was a year. I think this year was almost set up to.
They fired so many coaches so quickly. They got nobody to hire. So he's going to be gone.
What was Green Bay's coach?
McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Bad deal to bring in.
Bring back Johnny Manziel, man. Bring him back.
He can't even make it in the
He's Baker Mayfield's the same thing, except he's got better
in general. How dare y'all compare him to him? The only reason you're comparing him is the attitude. It's like
no.
The only thing is one's obnoxious, the other one's obnoxious.
Two quarterbacks who are athletic in college but are under athletic in the NFL as a quarterback. They're not as athletic as people think they are. They both can throw accurate balls, but they can't. No. They're both very uncomfortable inside the pocket. Yes. They're both like pretty accurate.
You could compare anybody to Johnny Manziel. If you suck, Johnny Manziel, you're athletic.
No, I'm
RG3 suck.
So
RG3 is like 6'2".
But with that thing, Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M went off. Baker Mayfield at OU went off. They both go into the NFL. What has Baker Mayfield done that Johnny Manziel didn't?
Vince Carter, Texas, went off.
But what has Baker Mayfield? What has Baker
short quarterbacks who could make plays in college but can't make the same plays in college?
Cleveland almost made the playoffs last year and they didn't have.
I don't care. They're not making the playoffs this year.
You don't know that.
I know that. That is facts.
I'm pulling
Clip the segment
on Friday.
No,
your face
week
was
17.
Like this.
I don't care.
When we were talking Cleveland last week, when we went over the schedule, your face
no viewers.
I say the Browns don't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. At least somebody agrees with
me. Upset. This is an upset because you guys are hating so much ass on Baker Mayfield.
All right.
Browns win 27-20. In Cleveland, they're more desperate. Baker Mayfield's going to explode.
Okay.
When?
Today.
Oh.
Today.
I thought you meant like 3 weeks from now.
They win, they lose, they win, they lose, they win, they lose, they win today. Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, so answer this.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say?
No, listen. Hear me out. Like I said, Baker Mayfield went to OU, balled out. Johnny Manziel went to Texas A&M, balled out. They both go to the league, right? Both fucking professionals. Excuse my language again. But what has Baker Mayfield done in the NFL that Johnny Manziel hasn't? Explain to me.
He threw the most.
Wasn't the worst. Wasn't
okay.
27 touchdowns.
Wasn't the worst team in the NFL.
But listen, I'm talking about physically.
Cleveland
Wait, render me this. Johnny Manziel with Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham. What does he do with that offense? Better or worse than
Johnny
Baker Mayfield?
Manziel last year would have won 2 games. But he would have been benched second week.
This year. No, I'm asking you. Johnny Manziel with Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, Nick Chubb. With this offense this year, does he do better or worse?
He does worse. Honestly, he probably does the same only because it's still a figuring out process.
I would say he does the same because Baker Mayfield still 4 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. So
I don't feel like
he'd be much worse than that.
I don't feel like he can do worse, but
you can't. Even if
I think Johnny Manziel can do worse. Honestly, I feel like they would probably be worse.
Look, I'm not comparing him to wins, losses. I'm comparing him like kind of physically, like traits. Both could make plays on their feet in college.
You can't compare anybody. You can't. Tom Brady and Matt Ryan.
Did Tom Brady make plays on his feet in college? No.
Did Matt
I'm talking about Johnny Manziel.
No, I'm just saying you can compare 82 athletes like that.
Next topic.
Okay,
let's move on.
Does anybody agree with me though? Like Johnny Manziel made his plays.
So Russell Wilson and Johnny
Russell Wilson is a smart athlete. He's more.
You're putting Baker Mayfield you're putting Baker Mayfield in the same topic as Russell Wilson. No, because
I'm just saying Baker Mayfield is not that ass as you guys are making him seem.
No, he's not ass.
Johnny Manziel is ass.
I don't know, man.
Well, the dude can't even play in the pros right now.
I know.
He can't even make it in the Canadian League. And then what's that new football league they started?
XFL.
Can't even make it. No, not that one. The other one. The one in the spring.
Oh, the AAFL or whatever. Yeah. AAFL.
Can't even make it there.
I mean, I wouldn't. Nobody got paid, so that's why I didn't want to make it.
Bro.
Look,
Besides his name,
all I'm saying is
Besides his
physically,
name,
they kind of came out of college. They were kind of like recruited kind of the same way.
Baker Mayfield is so much better.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but I'm saying in college they were kind of like I've heard comparisons. You can compare Baker Mayfield physically, traits-wise,
and their attitude and all that other stuff.
I'm not talking. No, Baker Mayfield's attitude is way better than Johnny Manziel's. I'm talking about skills only. Skills only. They were both quarterbacks that made plays on the ground in college, and they can't do that in the NFL because
it's his
second
second
year.
year.
So much better.
It's his second year. But you would take Kirk
Baker
Cousins.
Mayfield is never gonna make plays on the ground. Like he's
By week
he's not
6,
as athletic as people have made
so
him
by
sound.
week 6, I felt like Baker Mayfield should already have the clip going with Jarvis.
But you blame his coach, though. You're blaming his coach, too.
It comes to everything. But I'm talking about athlete-wise.
Okay, if they win
Mayfield's not the
today,
athlete that
do you change
makes him sound?
your perspective?
No.
on
What?
I don't.
If they win,
if they win today
I don't.
change perspective about
on
Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is a decent quarterback. He's
Nobody's
regressed
saying
this
he's
year.
great, though.
No.
I'm not saying he's great.
No, I'm
just
saying
that
he's
gives him-
regressed this year.
gives him a
He's
good
not
chance
that.
to win.
All I'm saying, my bottom point, Baker Mayfield, he's not. He has the potential to be like a Drew Brees, accuracy wise, and the traits and all that. But he's a overhyped athlete. He's not going to make plays outside the pocket. That's all I'm saying. He needs the right coaching to be successful, and nobody's helping him when it comes to stepping up in the pocket, when it comes to making the right throws, making the right reads. Like he's trying. What he does, I've said this so many times. He'll back up if he feels any pass rush or any type of panic. Backs up. Yeah, he'll start running, and he always runs to the right side. He's not an NFL, like he's not a Russell Wilson with athletic wise at all. The levels are huge.
Yeah, but we're not comparing him.
And if he doesn't find
Johnny Manziel,
okay, whatever. Screw that point. But what I'm saying is that
he's not a Russell Wilson.
he's not a Russell Wilson
Legit.
at all.
But he's definitely not a Johnny Manziel. Let's move on.
So where's he gonna find his groove in the league?
It's his second year. Second
year, week
That's
6.
a huge
and he has.
You got to make.
You can't ask for better offensive power.
I'm just saying.
You can't.
Based off of the Browns' schedule going into the second half of the season with Kareem Hunt coming back, I'm liking his odds. If he makes the playoffs, what's your argument?
He's not going to make the
We'll
playoffs.
get there. We'll get there when it happens, right? We'll get there when it happens. All right.
Win.
Next one. Cincinnati going over to Baltimore. Rough, shaky offense there in Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. Mark Ingram is that dude still. What do we think?
I got Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, man. I love that kid.
That's disrespectful to Mark Ingram. That's Mark Ingram and the Ravens.
Oh no.
Let's get that correct. Easy if you're watching.
Okay, I think
Mark Ingram and the Ravens.
I think the Bengals are going to be able to throw the ball. Tyler Boyd's going to have a big game, but the Ravens are still going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Baltimore.
Tyler Boyd's been their best receiver,
In Baltimore.
and he's going to get his catches today. But other than that, Ravens are still going to dominate.
Agreed. Move on. Good one. 49ers and Rams. 49ers
Jimmy
going
G.
down the street. I think we pretty much made our prediction. Performer of the day, Jimmy G. For me, for you. No. Well, it was just for me.
I
You said
expected.
Yeah.
I won.
person. You guys are expecting a big game out of Jimmy G. I think
Jimmy G and George
Jimmy
Kittle,
Rice
man.
wants
He's
playing.
due.
He was questionable, but he's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing. Yeah, big game. Jimmy G. I think the Niners go over and continue their streak, and hopefully give Vincent a little bit more life next time he calls in.
Yeah.
Be a little more hyped about his team. But next one. Oh,
wait.
Todd
I
Gurley's
didn't
not
get my
playing.
prediction.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Got a score?
Listen, I think the 49ers will win, but I feel like the Rams are going to pull it out today. Just because I think they're going to get back to the roots, run the ball, and then it's going to make everything
All right, so
easier for Jared Goff.
Let's clear that up. Who's winning today?
Rams.
Okay.
Changed my mind last second.
God, dude.
Drink, bro.
Yeah,
Here.
good thing there's
Here.
water in there. Jesus Christ.
It's watered down. Don't
Changing
worry.
our mind all morning.
I don't know. It's one of those games where
All right, next one. You got Atlanta going over to Arizona. I think today is the day that we see a little something out of
Kyler Murray?
little Murray over there. Little Johnny Manziel. Wink, wink.
Calm down.
That's a good comparison, right? Anyways, we're not jump on that. I think we see Kyler Murray perform a little bit, but it's not enough. Atlanta sucks, but they don't suck that bad. I think Atlanta pulls this off by like 21-17, if that. I could see like a 3-0 score on this.
I'm gonna go 23-20, man. I'm actually gonna go with Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
I want to see him do something.
Atlanta's so ass.
See, I was thinking about Atlanta. I mean, I was thinking about Cardinals possibly winning. Like, what do they have to do to win the game? But then I think about their defense. They still don't have Patrick Peterson, do they?
Week 6. No, comes
No.
back next week.
So their secondary is really weak.
Julio's gonna be-
And it's crazy. It's
Alvin
crazy
Ridley.
how you got Matt Ryan and the Falcons, Julio Jones. I mean, they lose.
Well, we
the Super-
can't keep
They
them
lose
together.
a Super Bowl and then they come back and what have they done
Each
since?
year,
What's going down? They're just. tunneling, man.
Okay, here's a bold prediction. Say the Cardinals win. What happens to the coaching staff of the Falcons?
Fire.
Gone.
Have to.
Gone.
Have to.
Fire. I don't
So
even
that's
wait.
why-
I don't even wait the rest of the season.
I don't.
Fire.
No,
Fire.
yeah, I think it's
Fire.
I think
Atlanta.
fire 'em.
Atlanta's been on the hot
But
seat.
I will.
I'm
take
like the
Atlanta.
Redskins, man.
I'm gonna take Atlanta today, though.
All
I'll
right.
take Atlanta today.
Cowboys, Jets. Who you got over there, Jacob? What's the score?
Feed Zeke. I don't know, man. Like the Jets got a good running defense, but I'm gonna pull out. I say Dak Prescott has a good game, Amari Cooper, and we got Michael Gallup back. So I'm pulling out 35-28 Cowboys.
Michael Gallup, big game, baby.
All right.
Who you got
This
over
is
here?
my upset
Who you got
of
over
the
here?
day.
Upset.
Upset six.
Who
Yeah, you guys better.
are you?
I'm gonna take
trash.
the Jets pulling this one off with Sam Darnold. I'm gonna say 24-23.
That's
Jets
a close
win.
game. Really close.
Cowboys make a couple mistakes and it costs them.
Man, I hate to say this, bro, but Sam Darnold's coming back. Jamal Adams on the other side. God.
Here we go.
Jets. Jets suck, baby. Dallas is gonna win this game. You already know. You already know. Amari Cooper is gonna make up for that drop pass last week. Dak Prescott has a solid game, gives you what Dak does, and Zeke, high profile running back, does it again. Eats. Titans, Broncos.
Titans, Broncos. I'm going Broncos this one. They win 2 in a row.
Last time I went against Mariota, he just like ate my
Yeah. No, he had literally a career game. And that was kind of like, that was one of those games where like, what's the future of Mariota? And then he just shuts everybody up. And then last week just puts up 7 points against the Bills. So what are you going to get? There's just so much inconsistency. I think you got to go with the Broncos. Broncos should arguably be like 3-1.
Broncos should not be in the situation they're in right now.
No, they're 1-4.
They're shitty.
Man, I think they get a close win today. It's gonna be kind of low scoring. 2017, something like
2017. Yeah, I like that.
that. Yeah,
2017.
I
Broncos.
could agree with that.
Broncos suck.
The one thing that Joe Flacco's been doing,
Broncos
he's
suck.
been making plays at the end of the game. Some good throws at the end of the game, and I think he'll do that again.
One
And with
thing
that, it's just a little too late, man. You gotta,
for
sure,
sure.
late.
No, for sure.
With
For sure.
the way the Raiders are playing,
Even all the Broncos Facebook fans have just put it up.
oh dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
silent.
yeah.
Silencio everywhere.
All they do is post Cowboy shit. Like, get over it. Like, goddamn.
All
Post
they do
your,
is post Cowboys and how bad the Steelers suck. Like that's all they do.
well, they suck too. So,
Yeah,
and so
you
both of them
you gotta
post.
take the blame off them.
They post shit
off
about
them
Cowboys.
themselves.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
So good job, Broncos and Steelers fans. Been into the next one, Steelers and Chargers. Well, both teams suck too. I got a little more faith. Well, Mason Rudolph concussion protocol questionable, not playing though.
I
Huh?
don't think so.
I
I'm
don't
not
think.
sure.
I mean,
Even if he
I still don't think Steelers win this. Chargers win this.
Yeah.
I don't have any faith in Philip Rivers, but I like Melvin Gordon.
Yeah. I go with Chargers.
Yeah,
and
like I said,
Keenan
Keenan
Allen
Allen, I think he's gonna have a
makes
good
some
game.
noise. I see that.
So I take the Chargers winning 24-14.
Big game.
Like that.
Big game here. Monday Night Football. Well, by the way, that was our really shitty Sunday Night Football game tonight.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but there is baseball on tonight, so if you guys.
Oh, there's
Go Yankees.
Yeah,
You
Yankees
feel me?
MLB.
Go Yankees. Go Yanks.
MLB playoffs.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's going to be more watched than this Steelers-Chargers game.
Yeah, I definitely won't be watching that.
Verlander pitches today for Houston, right? So it's going to be fun.
It's
Yankees
gonna be a good
Yankees are picked to lose. I think they are at plus 145. I like that bet.
I feel like we'll be okay though. Coming
I like
off that 7-0 game one, man.
There's some adrenaline going out there, bro.
Really, really bad.
The Yankees can hit, that's for sure. And I'm not sure it's just baseballs, you know? So, hey, big game, though.
Go Yanks.
So this game, I think, will have a lot of TV views. Lions and Packers, big play slay is questionable. Who you got over there, Jacob?
I got Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers, man. You can't
A-Rod.
you can't go against Aaron Rodgers. I don't care who you are. I will always argue with Aaron Rodgers. I love that quarterback, and he does something for that Packers team. And
If Aaron Rodgers shows up in a mustache on Monday, it's over.
It's over.
It's over. Who you got?
Man, I think it's gonna be a pretty good game, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pick the Packers. I think they're just gonna be a little too much for the Lions to handle. So, yeah,
That's enough.
Cheeseheads.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
cheeseheads.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cheese out there, and they also have cheese here in Roswell at Leprino, so I see the Packers winning that. Hey, man, check it out. I want to thank Jacob here for joining us this morning on Speaking Out Loud. It was fun, man. I appreciate you. Congratulations to your new baby and your soon-to-be wedding.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Looking forward to being back on the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob will be with us next week with a rivalry game between Dallas and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Yeah, I'll be
exciting.
here next
That's going to be exciting. Borba, drink of the day was...
Disaronno, taking it easy today. Well, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
Kind of might be feeling it. We're on a little buzz today.
Hey, check us out. If you're watching us on Facebook, go to our page, Speaking Out Loud. Die! Hit the sign up button. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and shoot us the comments, man. Let us know how we did. Let us know how the sound is. Let us know how the commentating was. Also, say it one more time, JB. Die, bird, die!
That's
Woo, baby. That's how we feel this morning.
Yes.
Boy, if you can just end it with your famous skull chant here.
Yeah. Skull! Skull! Let's go, baby.
Enough of that
Vikings all day,
shit.
baby. Skull!
Cowboys win this. Philly goes down. Die, bird. Die. And then we're going to be on camera for like 5 days. Oh.